So, okay, let's move on. Speaking of deplorables, though, so we got somebody running for governor, and we're throwing his name out there right now. Noah Dyer, he is running for governor, and he's an independent. And I just wanna talk a little about him. If you don't know who that is, Noah Dyer, that's because you haven't heard much about him except along these lines. Arizona candidate shows his sexual identity, posts everything about his sexuality, sexual this, sex. That is all I've heard about the man. What's the big deal? I don't understand what the big deal is. We have the highest office in the land being occupied by a dick-talking pussy grabber. And you want to tell me that Noah Dyer doesn't have any right to run for governor? Are you kidding? He has more than a right to run. He doesn't even take big donor money, not like Doug Ducey.
Ugh.
Mr. DD. DD's pockets are lined with money.
And lies.
And deceptions and bullshit. So whenever I hear these people sitting there going, hey, if you want to know anything about Trevor Noah, just look at his sexuality. Who cares? Who cares? That's all I can say. If you mean to tell me that that's what's supposed to fucking sway me from not voting for him, then you're dumb.
Well, it's the same thing that, I mean, he's basically throwing all his skeletons out of the closet before he's even in office.
What a guy!
What a guy! He's being honest with you right away, right out of the gate.
And I think that's the most you can ask from virtually anybody, really. I mean, that's why I'm trying to bring notice to his name, and just so everyone knows, we've invited him on the show.
Yes.
So we're hoping we're going to get him to come on so you can hear what he's really about, because I, for one, am tired of hearing everything about his sexual, or that he's had sex with married women. I've had sex with married women. I'm so, who cares? I really don't care. You think that bothers me? I don't care anymore. If you mean to tell me you conservatives out there don't think he's good enough to run, not to even look at him, because of he's, showing his sexual or what he believes in sex, then you're stupid. You just voted for a fucking sexist right now.
Well, yeah,
I mean, I don't understand. You cannot say he is not a good person to run. The highest office in the land, the presidency. I mean, he could be president if he wanted to.
And I'm going to just jump in right before you speak real quick, Steve. And I just want to keep going with this. And it's just, with this guy, I mean, he did an amazing thing. And, he did not want any scandals coming out.
Yeah.
Because of this. Yeah. Because, I mean, just to save myself some face and time and energy, I'm just going to lay this all out here. And he posted it onto this website, and he put it under a tab titled Scandal and Controversy, and goes into explicit details about his entire sexual history.
Wow. And, what a crime.
And in addition, getting into the bare bones of his bedroom activity.
So?
Well,
that's why. I'm not saying so to you, Squid. I'm saying
I know. Yes.
So what? So what does that mean to me? I don't care. You know what I care about, and let me tell you what matters to me. And this is what matters to me the most, and this is what I told him when I messaged him to come on the show. I care that you don't take donor money. I care that you are going to actually listen to people and not listen to big donors. I know you're not going to bend over backwards for anybody. And that's why I think he's a good candidate.
Well, right there. I mean, it basically tells you right there he's going to, obviously, like you said, listen to the people. He's not going to, as soon as he gets in, throw these banquets that are kowtowing to his donors and not the people, and he's just going to rehash this.
Would you like some tea with your crumpets?
That's like, we're not going to tell you guys, hey, well, you should vote for him. Vote for who you want. If you want to act stupid and be like, oh, I'm not going to vote for him because he's slept with married women. Oh, okay, well,
who cares?
I mean, you're going to say that about him, but then you're going to say, oh,
are you saying he moved on them like a bitch?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to say. I mean, because you can't just say, oh, well, you know what, that happened years ago with Trump. He's a good guy. It's just locker room talk. This guy's literally giving you his locker room talk right out in the open to everyone.
And let me say this. I denounce any of the media outlets that have just run with that. They're not even talking about this man's policies. They're not even talking about the fact that he doesn't take big donor money. I think that is the best fucking thing you could say about him. Put him up against Doug Ducey's donors. You know what? I will read you Doug Ducey's donors one day. I know we'll do it on the next show. I'll read you his fucking list of donors, because you know what? Not one it's funny, because when you look at his report, most of it is big donors, big financial industries, big fucking realty companies, big, all of the stuff all the big companies, and then you get down and you see personal contributions, you think, oh, okay, Doug Ducey has some personal. You go into the personal, they're not personal. They're big, huge CEOs paying out of their pocket to get him in.
Wow.
Doug Ducey is nobody. Doug Ducey is a bubblegum Republican. He is put there to serve his donors and to say, yes, big donors, yes, I will do your favor. I will, yes.
Well, he's a low-level guy. I mean, he's basically, just like you said, he's a puppet that they put in there. And pretty much. I mean, you can't expect to be like, oh, he's this good guy. No, he's just another cog in the wheel.
Yeah, exactly.
Another cog.
So, that's why we're saying you guys should take another look at Noah Dyer, because I think anybody who's just talking about one thing, not talking about this man's policies, not talking about him as a person, just leading out with these stories, I'm sorry. I have no other way to say it except you're fucking retarded. Because you think that matters to me? Oh, you think that matters to me? No. Okay, it does. It does matter to Don. No, it doesn't. Because look, Donald Trump is the president. I move on him like a bitch. I grab him by the pussy. I don't even wait.
But I mean, this is
seriously.
Though.
But seriously, that's the point I'm trying to make. Is so all these people, because let's admit we live in a very conservative state.
We do.
We have very conservative papers, they lean conservative.
AZ
Central is very, I would say AZ Central is more center. Actually, they do a lot of good work. But like I said, AZ New Times, everybody's leading with this guy's sex scandals. And I don't give a shit.
But here's the thing: I'm glad that he's done it, and I know he's glad too, because he's seen this coming. It's not. He knows what state he's running for, and he knows where he lives. He knows exactly if I'm going to get this out, people are going to shit all over my past, and this is what's going on with him. Good, because it's out in the open. Again,
now it's left. The man's policies.
Yeah,
how the man will govern.
You cannot talk about that guy's history forever. You're going to have to get to the politics.
You're going to have to get the bare bones of things, and that's why I will say he might be the most dangerous candidate against Doug Ducey. If you guys actually give him a chance and look, hey, he's on Kickstarter, guys. Donate to his campaign, okay? He's a dark horse, guys. I mean, come on. You guys are going to sit there and say, oh, he can't win. He can't win. Hey, a lot of you guys said Donald Trump going to win. Who knows? Who knows?
You can't listen. Never say never after what's happened.
Noah Dyer, guys. Noah Dyer, man. I think he's the real deal, man.
He does seem like it.
He seems like the real deal to me, guys. He's an Arizona Bernie Sanders in my eyes, personally. I mean, guy doesn't take big donor money. Come on now. That's the right kind of guy.
Actually, for the people.
Yeah, that's the right kind of guy.
I mean, it's a win-win when it comes to the residents. Come on.
Yeah.